are going to make, it's called No Peak Beef Tips. Now, you can make this either in the oven or you can make it in the crock pot. I'm doing the crock pot version. I've done both. I just like the crock pot because I can turn it on and I don't have to worry about it, even though it does say no peak, so you're technically not supposed to be looking in on it, but you know what? It's hard to not resist to check in on them, on everything. So I'm gonna get started, and here we go. Okay, so it doesn't require a whole lot of ingredients. So since I'm doing it in the crock pot, like I said, I'm gonna be putting everything into the crock pot. Now, the nice thing about this recipe is that you can serve it over rice, or you can serve it over noodles or mashed potatoes, whichever you would like to do. And I am struggling to get this plugged in. Okay, I got it. Whew. Well, so I'm going to be serving it over noodles tonight. So after it's cooked all day, I will make the noodles and I'm going to serve it over the noodles. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my stew meat because I forgot it in the refrigerator. Now, we get our stew meat from Costco or Sam's Club, whichever one, and we put them into smaller containers than what they come in. And then the reason why we get it at Sam's Club or Costco is because it's usually a better quality meat, and also it comes in large sizes, so I can cut it down to get multiple meals out of it. So I'm going to tear open this. Whoa. Sorry, I feel like I got something stuck on my hand and I can't see it, but okay. So I'm going to dump this in there first. Okay, so that's in there. And then I'm going to add, what am I adding? Oh. I'm going to add, oh my gosh, I can't even think. Okay, so I'm going to add one of these. It's the onion mushroom recipe for soup. You can get the beef flavored, you can get whatever you want. This, when I went to the grocery store, this was actually all they had at the time, so that's what I bought. So you're going to do one package. And then you're going to do a package of brown gravy, and this is what I got. You're going to dump that in there as well. And then you're going to do a can of cream of mushroom soup. This out of here. I never get it out. Sometimes it comes out so easily, and other times it's like, I don't know. It's just not always easy. Okay. So I've got the one can, and then on top of this, I'm now going to add 1 can of water. So I'm just going to get some water here, and I'm going to fill up the can with water. And then I'm going to dump this in as well. And there's still some goodies left in there. I'm going to get all the goodies out of there. Okay, and then I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And I think my stew meat might still be a little frozen. I've had it sitting in the refrigerator for a couple days, so I'm not exactly sure why it's still frozen. Okay, now if I was to do this in the oven, I would be cooking it at 300 degrees. I would be putting it in a casserole dish and covering it with a lid, and then I would cook it at 300 degrees. Since I'm doing it in the crock pot, I'm actually going to do it on low. And it's gonna be a couple of hours at least. So usually it takes about 5 hours, for me anyway, in the crock pot. Maybe your crock pot's a little different, but that's about how long it takes in mine. So I'm turning it on low, and I'm going to put the lid on my crock pot, and then I'm going to seal it. Well, and we're just going to let it sit here. And doesn't that look delicious? So, okay, so I'm going to bring it back periodically as it cooks so you can see it, because I've got a glass lid, so you'll be able to see it without me taking the lid off. So I'm going to bring it back, and then tonight I will show you the finished product when it's all done. All right, so I'll see you soon. So it's been cooking for about 2 hours now, and it's looking really good, and it smells delicious in the house. And so I'm going to continue to let it cook, and I will bring you back when there's more to see. Okay, so it's been several hours and it smells amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and take the top off, and I'm going to stir it. And then I did not make the noodles yet because my husband is not home from work. And if you make the noodles too soon, they're kind of gross. So I will be making them eventually, but I do want to do a little taste of this to see what I think of it. So let me get a little bowl, and I'm going to take a little taste, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, let me put the lid back on. Keep it nice and warm. Oops, that one doesn't want to work. Okay, so let me taste that. Okay, so let's taste this, and I will tell you what I think of it. So I just have a small little bite, and oh, the meat is so tender. It's just falling off. Oh, it is so tender and so delicious. So when I go to cook the noodles, I'm going to cook them just according to the package directions, not anything fancy. And then we will put the, oh my gosh, the beef tips, excuse me, I'm like not all hairy apparently. I'm going to put the beef tips on top of it, and we'll eat it that way. I will take a picture to add to this so that you can see what the finished product looks like. All right, well, I want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey, and I hope that you're having an amazing day and that everything's going good. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that share button. All right, thanks, and have a great day.